Hey everybody, this is Sybil Green Padilla and welcome to Tuesday Tea and Crumpet Time. I'm so glad you're here on my new YouTube platform. I am so excited about this new venture, a little nervous too. I know YouTube is a whole different a whole different audience. So I'm excited, a little nervous too. But anyway, I just want to welcome you here. I'm Sybil Green Padilla. I'm your host. I just wanted to let you guys know I've been in the insurance business since 2007. I was selling insurance for the bank, and then in 2007, after all the subprime lending and the great crash and all the banks were going through and let go of a lot of employees, I actually went through that. So from there, my journey began as an independent contractor. So I have done field sales, telephone sales. I mainly right now specialize in final expense, mortgage protection, and retirement legacy insurance plans. So I hope to be able to help serve some of you guys. I'm here to grant you information, nuggets. Insurance, I found out over the years, can be very, very intimidating. It can be very confusing. There's a lot of guidelines, legality, regulations, underwritings, different things that go into buying policies. And sometimes I find out for clients it can be a little overwhelming. So I wanted to provide my services, being in the industry for so long, and wealth of information. I do not know everything. I'm not claiming to know everything. If I don't know the answer, I won't fluff and say I do, but I will get you the information that you are needing, okay? So please, let me know if there's any questions or anything while we're talking. But I also have done employee benefits, supplemental insurance, health insurance. So a little bit of knowledge in all of those areas. I've also worked in a funeral home for about 3 years. So I have a little pre-need and at-need package selling as well, which was a great opportunity for me to learn about the actual funeral business and how they do that. I'm also right now working with the FCGS, Funeral Consumer Guardian Society. So we do help families, support families for funeral planning as well, and also funeral funding. So I have a wealth of knowledge that I want to be able to give to you. And again, don't know everything, don't claim to, but I hope that I can help you in some areas. So I'll be bringing different things to you every week that I get from my clients that will be helpful to you as well. Okay, so we're going to get right into tonight's topic, which is Father's Day. You guys know is this Sunday, so I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You guys are awesome. You are fabulous. You support our families. You are the provider. You are the covering. You are the king of our households, and we love you guys. But we're going to talk a little bit about that. So since it was Father's Day coming up, I always try to keep abreast of what's going on and kind of compare it or relate it over to insurance. So is insurance, how can insuring our fathers help an entire family's well-being? So how can a father having insurance on him, how can that help the whole family's well-being? The whole family being the spouse and the children. How can that help? Well, it can help in a great way. Let me take a little sip here. So it can help in a lot of ways. Let me put on my glasses. So I did a study with the National Health Interview Survey. It's a survey that was done, and this was 2018-2019 time period. And the data came up that 4 million dads are without any type of health insurance. Now, we're going to be talking about health and life as well, but 4 million dads are without health insurance, and that's a tragedy. 4.3 of those dads or those fathers are living with children that are younger than 19. So they're dealing with a lot of young babies, young teenagers that, really need the support and the covering of their dads. Usually, men are the highest income. They're the breadwinners. They actually bring in the most bacon to provide for the families. I know there's a lot of women out here that are bringing in more income, but on the average, most men are making more of the money. So when you're gone, Dad, the whole family goes under, okay, because you are the breadwinner. Um, so that is how that would affect your whole family's well-being. If you're not here, your income is not there either, and it will affect your whole family. It'll affect your spouse. It'll affect your children, again, because they're depending on that income. So it's real important for you to be insured. If nobody else is, you definitely want you. Everybody in that house should be insured, but if you're not, it's going to affect the entire well-being of that family. Okay, so this survey was done about health insurance, but I'm going to compare that also with life insurance as well. Let me put back on my glasses. I don't know why I think I can see without these glasses. Okay, so health insurance does a lot of things as well as life. We're going to talk on both of those. But health insurance, having good health, you, again, as the breadwinner, father, husband, we have to make sure you're healthy. You stay strong because you go out and get the bacon. You provide for your family. So your health is important. And health is important for all of us. But your health, when you have good health insurance, it increases your access to good health care. And also it improves your physical, your mental well-being, because you're not worried about if something happens to you, if you break a leg, or if you, God forbid, develop a awful disease, that it won't affect your household. It won't affect the entire well-being of your family. So this is why health insurance, life insurance is going to be crucial for you to have. Life insurance is going to affect the family's well-being, because if you die, you are the main breadwinner, as I mentioned earlier. Then that leaves your spouse, who, if she's not working, if she's an at-home mom, she has to take care of that after you're gone. I've actually said this on many of my videos about a client that I had whose husband passed and didn't have any insurance. Well, they had this beautiful home. Their children were in private schools. They were living just a great life because he made a great income. She was an at-home, stay-at-home mom. When her husband died, he died without any insurance. So she actually, I was talking to her because she said she didn't want anybody else to go through what she had went through. So she was thinking about her children who are now depending on her income. So because she had to, from going to an at-home, stay-at-home mom, she had to go find a job. And of course, her job wasn't making what the money her husband was making. So that caused them to have to leave their beautiful home that they had. They had to take their kids out of private schools, which they were in, which was awful. So she ended up having to go live with mom, because, of course, they lost the house because she couldn't afford the mortgage. And then also then she ended up, getting a job, and she was able to get a little apartment for her and the kids. But it was it disrupted everybody's life. So this is why insuring you, Dad, insuring you as a great father, you definitely want to have coverage to protect your family. It is statistics show, and as we all know, men's insurance is more expensive than women's insurance. It is statistically known that men die before women. So your insurance is a little bit more because you are a male. But statistics shows that you will die pretty much before your wife. Now, we know that doesn't always occur, but it does. So you want to be prepared that you have a covering for your family. So let's continue. Now, the life insurance part, we know, I just gave you an example of how that can totally deal with the family's well-being, not having that insurance coverage. Also, too, insurance is very challenging now, I know, because this world that we're in, I just spoke to a client just today, and the company insured her husband for life insurance but wouldn't insure her. So she was calling to get some coverage for her and her 18-year-old daughter, which would need a separate policy because she's an adult now. So I had never heard of that before. Most employees do cover their spouses and children. She said, well, his wasn't. And I actually could believe that. I was totally shocked. So I guess because the world we're in, the employees are they're changing, and they're not employing the family. So this is something new. You guys might know of it. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this. I've not heard of this until today. So she needs a policy, her own, and she needs one for the daughter. But there is a big challenge here on having life insurance. Life insurance is pretty costly, especially at the start of the pandemic, the loss of jobs. 4 in 10 fathers, providers of their home between the months of March, April 2020, lost their jobs, which means they lost their insurance coverage. So I always tell you to make sure you have some coverage outside of the job just for this particular reason, okay? Now life insurance has riders on there where you can not only have coverage for when you die, for your wife and your children, but you also have riders on insurance policies now that can cover you, or you can actually get a little bit of advancement on riders for critical illnesses and chronic illnesses and even terminal illness. So that way you can withdraw a portion or percentage of that life insurance policy to help take care of some things, to help treat your condition while you are out. So life insurance is way different than it used to be. There's new and living benefit insurance now. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. I'll probably talk more about that on my Tuesday talks. But let me know if you're interested in that. So life insurance can do a lot more than it used to could do. It's not just for death, it's for living as well. Helps for chronic illnesses. And you as a father, provider of the home, so important to have that because you are the protection for your family. You are the covering of that household. When you go, your income goes, it totally does away with the whole family's well-being. Your children, just like this lady, her children were out of private school, out of their neighborhood, their beautiful neighborhood. They had to go into a low-income neighborhood. So even going living with the parents, that's a traumatic change as well. So yes, how can insuring fathers help? Help a great deal. Help your family in a great way. So make sure you have some coverage. If you don't have any, I'm a licensed agent. I can help serve you. And I'm here if you need any questions. If you have any questions, I do free lunch and learns, free policy reviews. I'm here every Tuesday to give you free information about how you can save on insurance, how you can benefit from the insurance, okay? Some of the do's and don'ts not to do with insurance. So I am here, so please take advantage of the information that I'm so freely giving, okay? The insurance challenge of insurance is expensive, but guys, honestly, a little bit is always going to be better than nothing at all. I have $2 a day, $3 a day, $4 a day, $5 a day insurance plans that you can get. And even if you have health conditions, there are insurance out there now that we can get you some coverage, okay? So, don't make an excuse that you can't afford it. Don't make any excuses that, you have health conditions. Yes, some health conditions may knock you out of a standard plan, but you can get a return of premium plan, and which is a pretty nice plan if you have some health challenges, but don't not get anything. That's going to hurt your family. So hope it helped. Hope this helped. I hope you got something out of that. Again, I'm here for questions, any concerns, anything, topics you want me to talk about. I'm here, happy to be here. So again, happy Father's Day to all you fabulous fathers out there. Make sure you take care of your families. Be that covering, be that king for them. And we will see you next Tuesday. Let's take a sip of tea. And we'll see you next Tuesday on Tuesday Tea and Crumpet Time with Sybil Green Padilla. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more of these, okay? Bye-bye.